Yes, I get it. It's difficult to come out as gay as it is given in this society, which is judgmental as fuck. But I respect people who are into the same sex, who own up they're into the same sex, and they stick in their lane. Last thing I want is people putting words in my mouth and having gossips around that I repel gay people. Excuse me. I love people who are honest. I love people who are true to their skin. I love people who are true to their sexuality. I don't give a fuck if you're gay, you're straight, or whatever. But for me, I will always call you a phony when you ruin other people's life, when you ruin other people's individuality, and when you fuck up somebody's sexuality. Even if as a kid, if you're not sure of who the fuck you are, don't fuck around with another kid, with another teenager, with another adult's life who are straight, who are still trying to figure out their sexuality. And if you know your sexuality, which is pretty much not straight, stop fucking up people who are still trying to figure out their life, who've already figured out their sexuality, who've already made a decision of who they want to be with and who they are innately, and especially who we are not and who we want to be with. The problem is people who are in the shadows and they want the best of both worlds. They want to have their cake and eat it too. I don't care if you're bisexual. So go after people who are bisexual. Go after people who are gay too. But don't go after straight people just because you are hooked on their friendship. You are hooked on their looks, their beauty, their essence. Or you as a man, you want to embody a woman's essence. So you want to become like a woman while you are fully like a man, but you do not want to accept it. So you want to ill-treat women. You want to make women feel like they're shit. And a woman can also do this to a man when she very well knows she's a lesbian or she is bisexual. And if you're a bisexual, you don't need to turn a straight man's head towards you by making him feel like you can be open for threesomes. Because we know some men who are not healed, they love to share their women with other men or women, whatever, threesome and orgies. And you as a bisexual may be open to it. So go towards a man who's open to a woman who is also gay or bisexual, who's open to a man like that to fuck around with. Or if you are a woman who loves women and you are not out, it is not the responsibility of another man to handle your tendencies of cheating on him with other women or woman. And second of all, don't fuck up another woman's life just because you can't get over her. As a woman, if you're not ready to own up who you are, figure out yourself. Figure out your sexuality. Keep it 100 with people before you get into any kind of relationship with. I don't count one night stand as relationships. If you're looking at a man or a woman to date, then first of all, people with any morals within them, they will tell the human being that, hey, I am gay, I'm a bi. If you're okay with it, it's cool. If not, I'm out. And if you're figuring your sexuality, then stop fucking around with people, figure out your sexuality, and then go start dating. And yes, if you want to sleep with multiple people while you're figuring out your sexuality, which is very natural, communicate. Don't keep people in the dark. Yeah. So while I'm all up for same-sex relationships, I am big on gender roles. And gender roles is between a masculine and a feminine. And however independent I am as a feminine, masculine woman who has her energies balanced, I very well know how to tune into my femininity, because I will never approach a man straight. I've never approached a man to come talk to me. And whoever says that I have is fucking lying, especially if it's women. I don't give a shit, because women anyway want men to hate me, and men can't have me, so they want to tell the whole world that they've been sexing me. So fuck y'all. So obsession is a deadly sword, because obsession sees no gender roles. Obsession sees no boundaries. And obsession with people who are not ready to accept their own sexuality is unfair to other men and women of the same sex that you are dealing with, because that man or that woman has accepted his gayness or her gayness to the fullest extent. But the problem arises, and I'll always speak up around people who are phony, who break up good people's friendship, who break up strong fucking unions just because they pretend to be straight, and they create a whole story around a straight man, around a straight woman, and they either badmouth the same straight man, the same straight woman, or they badmouth and they act extremely annoyed by people who are openly gay. And that is a red flag, because if you're comfortable in your skin and your sexuality, you don't give a fuck who's gay, who's straight. You're friends and you're friends with everybody. But when you're not comfortable with your own sexuality, when you're not even sure, you give mixed signals, which makes it very awkward to a lot of fucking people. And when you run your mouth, it makes you look like a fucking clown. Same goes to straight people. A straight woman, a straight man will treat you like a straight man or a straight woman because you are playing pretend of being straight. But bear in mind, your mannerisms show off, your words slip up, and many a times dirty laundries come out. So stop lying and own up to who you are. And yes, while I was a people pleaser, I must have chased a man who I was already dealing with, but no stranger could ever get the attention that they wanted from me unless they come and talk to me. But when men don't get the attention, who are in their feminine energy, who are actually probably secretly gay, are the ones who really take it to heart when a woman says no. There are a lot of men who take a woman's no as no, because men get rejected a lot and women get rejected a lot too. But these certain deranged men who have this extremely toxic feminine energy in them, who sometimes are probably also gay in the shadows, or they swing both ways, very easily change their colors like a chameleon, and they come out as an alpha male who go after really strong, independent fucking women because they feel as a gay or a bisexual man, he can back a straight boss woman, then he feels good about himself to break her the fuck down. Flip side, malicious women who are lesbians and bisexuals will hate on her straight friend's relationship, will hate on her straight friend's man, because she is interested in this female friend, and if it is a male, he is interested in the male friend. So basically, a straight man and a straight woman's partners now become victims of people who are not sure of how to express themselves to the people they surround themselves with, that they are actually gay, bisexual, and manipulative. People are closeted and are good people, and I have all the respect for you, and I hope that you guys can find the guts to really come out to people, because you are people and you're open to love who you want to love honestly and truly. But these manipulative people who want to fucking attack behind the shadows will always stay in the shadows, because their mentality is what they can get from this human being. Because when they get something from the sex that they're not innately interested in, which they deep within know, they feel that sense of importance and they feel that they matter. They feel like they are relevant. And most times these same people who lack boundaries and who lack morals and values on who they're sleeping with, and even if you are not interested in this man or a woman as the same or the opposite sex, you're still sleeping with that man, and you're sleeping with other men and other women of other sexes, and then you're going home to this one person if you are together. And if you're not, you are spreading your germs and you're spreading everything to everybody else around you, and then you expect to be respected once the truth is out. You expect people to support you when you try to break people down because you are not actually sure. So where do you stand, really? And if you don't know where you stand, why are you being so messy? Because many people do not like to get involved in messy shit because your life is messy, because your priorities are not straight, because you don't even know who the fuck you are and who you are on the inside and what's your sexual energy like. And you are so careless with your sexual energy. You are so sexual with your health. You are so sexual with everything and careless with everything, that everything around you is just a man and a woman, either with a dick or a pussy, who you just want to enter and exit. And that's all that matters. And that's what builds your self-esteem, for how many bodies you can have. And let alone bodies, how many sexes around you can have. So you're open? Or do you not want to be into just one man or just one woman? Whoever you like, I don't give a shit. But why don't you just do that? And why are you spoiling other people's lives? The natural way of life will take over. And when the truth comes out, people, instead of accepting the fact that you actually struggle with your sexual orientation, instead of being helpful, they will hate the shit out of you because you are a con man or con woman who played with our sexual energy. How dare you play with our sexual energy? And just because you like a man or a woman, you're being selfish with a straight man and a straight woman. That is embarrassing to you, because when the straight man, the straight woman come to the terms that you are actually gay and you are actually not even interested in communicating the fact or apologizing for playing with somebody else's sexual energy just because that made you feel good till you could figure out what you want. So honestly, I'm in a place where I wished people would respect other people's sexual preferences and would also respect the fact that there is something called as self-control. I understand if you find another man attractive as a man and you can't speak up and you feel weird about the fact that, fuck, why do I like another man as a man? And as a woman, if you like another woman, I hope you understand that we do not like you back as a woman to a woman or a man to a man if we are straight. And that is clear cut and dry, and somebody needs to tell you. And when you guys mislead us with false information about you and your sexual orientation, that is the foundation that is being bust from the beginning. So how do you think this relationship is going to last? And yes, you can keep a man, you can keep a woman by various different things, especially using sex, your manipulation tactics, using black magic and using sex dolls and shit. But it's not going to last long. And also for people, this doesn't excuse you when you lie on straight men and straight women, speaking on them of how gay actually they are. Bitch, talk about yourself, man or woman, because everybody knows how gay you are pretending to be straight, man or woman, and when you want to malice a straight man or straight woman when they do not want to fuck around with your sexual tactics. And everybody knows how you move. Everybody knows when you are closeted, how you try to touch upon us, how you try to become like us, how you try to move like us, how you get obsessed with us. And we as straight people will never take that seriously, and that is on us because we need to notice not everybody you surrounded yourself with is straight, and not everybody around you wants you to be with your man, with your woman, because they may just want to be with you. And one word of advice, we would want to be friends with you and respect you. And if you really want another man, another woman to be around you, straight people will only be around you, and you can have crushes on them in the background, or you can openly tell them that you have a crush on them. But hey, you know exactly where this straight man, this straight woman stand, and you know what boundaries, and you're a respectful person. You know exactly who you want to be with too. Then we will fuck with you. Even if you're trying to figure out your sexuality, we will fuck with you. We will help you figure out your sexuality. Not by getting involved with you, of course, but we will help you talk. We will help you connect with us. We will be open to you. We will not get awkward around you. We will not feel weird around you. Your energy will feel light, like a bro, like a girl, like friends. Why can't you just be that? Why can't we just live together without having to play games with one another, especially sexually? And one thing I'm going to tell you straight, from a straight person to you, it's very uncomfortable to be in your presence. Your energy is so sexual, and the fact that the way you look at us, the way you try to be around us all the time, as much as you try to pretend that you are straight, it's very weird to be with you, to text you, to call you, to speak with you. And I've been in this place where I continued with friendships with females, especially, who I knew want to get in my pants. And I still continued the friendship because I thought, fuck, you're being delusional, bitch. No. But no, you're very weird. And you made me so uncomfortable. I just wished you were honest with your sexuality, because we probably would have been friends now, and I wouldn't have been awkward and run away. I hope people who are actually straight know where you stand, and you can understand and use a discernment around people who are trying to get in your pants, who are of the same sex, who are trying to get into your relationship because they are secretly in hate with your partner and in love with you, or they may just like your partner. And second of all, if you want to come out, I hope you find the guts. I hope you can pray to God. I hope can God give you the strength, and you can really understand what you really like, who do you really like, what's your sexual orientation, and you do not come under society pressure of choosing a certain sex. As a man, if you like a man, choose the man. As a woman, if you like a woman, choose the woman openly. And if you like men and women both, mention it openly. Stop playing people. As a straight woman, him as a straight man will not like you as a woman or a man who likes other women, men, and everything. And there's no two ways to it. This is not being rude. This is just the honest truth.